way lucky, but I think had my parents been alive, they would have been amused and tolerant. My brother was surprised. Like me, he is a serious Catholic. And he heard from someone else that I had converted. He said, "What's it? Somebody told me you're Muslim." And I hadn't rehearsed this, but I found myself saying, "What's your problem? We're both looking in the same direction. I've just moved to another window." And we've never argued about religion since. We have a lot of discussions, never argue. We look at the parallels and, things that are wrong in each religion in the sense of its public face and, the problems of paedophilia in Catholicism and the problems of terrorism in Islam. And he's very tender with me when he realizes I've got upset because yet again somebody's done something offensive like blowing up. Your family are key, and it is not necessary to terrify your family by wearing a special costume or getting them upset. When the Sahaba converted, many of them had parents who would not change from their own way. And yet it was very, very clear in Islam that you must honor your parents, whether they are Muslim or not. This is from the Quran. Your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, but you are kind to your parents, whether one or both of them attain old age in your lifetime. Say not to them a word of contempt or repel them, but address them in terms of honor and out of kindness. Lower to them the wing of humility and say, "My Lord, bestow on them your mercy, even as they cherished me in childhood." And sometimes the Sahaba would ask for permission to go on jihad, but if their parents needed them, even if their parents were not Muslims, they were required to stay behind and look after their parents. So the first people you must be tender with and help to accept your new teaching. You haven't changed yet. Inshallah you will. But your teaching is one of kindness, is one of humility, and one of mercy. And the first people you have to show that to are your family. Second circle is your friends. Sure, some of you lose friends. You can't go clubbing anymore, you can't get drunk, they like to have pork sausages, you can't have that. So a few people say, "Oh, you've got bored," and you'll lose them as friends. Alhamdulillah, may Allah give them good lives and bring them to Islam faith. But whoever He wills, He will go. You'll make other friends. You will then need to find your community and your teaching. As I've explained, your community might be difficult to find in a mosque. Inshallah, you must be patient. Don't worry going to a mosque with Eid and having not one person say, "Salam alaikum." Not one. I've done that many times. You go, you say, you greet Allah, and you do. Your community won't say that. It's a colonial thing. They don't like the white face. You're muscling in on something very important. So understand where their fear comes from and forgive them for their inability to reach out to you. Your friends and your teaching will be your path in Islam. Your friends in Islam will come from all parts of the religion. Some of you may be attracted to a very strict form of Islam. Some of you will be attracted to a more liberal form of Islam. These are shades of meaning. It is a journey, and it's your journey. It's Sirat al-Mustaqim. Nobody else is on it. Fadwa is my sister here. And I have also been guided as a friend on this journey by a lovely Bangladeshi guy, who sadly is very old now, so he's gone back to Bangladesh. I've done 4 Hajjs to him. He will tell me he knows nothing. And he will never teach me anything. All I have to do is watch him. His example has been the best teaching I've had in Islam. I have never seen him criticize anyone. When I'm screaming and shouting and moaning and groaning, his lips are sealed. I know that if I'm doing something wrong, I see his head go to one side. He won't tell me what I'm doing wrong. Probably showing. So you will be guided. You will be guided to Islam, and you will be guided within Islam. It's a bumpy road. I was guided to Islam through a dream. I was in the south of France on holiday with my brother. My bikini was on my chair, and I went to sleep. I woke up after this dream, realizing it told me something rather serious that was not necessarily going to be compatible with my bikini in the future. In this dream, I'd driven home, and I live in an attic flat. And I arrived in this road and saw my flat was on fire. And I tried to scream, nobody heard me. And there were rocks on my car. Nobody noticed. And I realised, I looked back, and there was this little square hole where my flat had been, it was all smoke. Somehow my car turned itself round, and there was this road that appeared out of nowhere. It was 15 degrees to the left of the existing road called Kensington Park Road. And this road was straight across London. It had its own bridge. It went into a lovely wooded area. Then it went on bumpy rocks. And then there were these twin tracks straight to the horizon, sort of San Diego landscape. And I saw this light. I'd had a lot of dreams about lights, and I saw a pattern forming. That pattern is going to be good. So I'm driving this car, looking, and suddenly I see the calligraphy for our life. So I woke up. Got to do this. When I had converted to Shahada, then I had to work out how to pray at home. First of all, I didn't know anywhere where the direction of Mecca was from my flat. And it was 15 degrees to the left of Kensington Park Road, which is actually where the road went to the tree. Secondly, because I'd never heard of it, even Sinatra and Mustafi. Nobody else was on the line. They had good bits, they had bad bits. And then there was this light, which was so bright. Inshallah, I was the key on that journey. Shine and reach the faith. Thank you for helping me share my journey with you. I look forward to talking to you more and answering any questions you may wish to ask.
Amina. If you have any questions that you would like to share, with us or your experiences, we ask that first of all you bear in mind that there are people who may want to speak as well. And if you prefer to write down your suggestions or questions, then the volunteers will come around, inshallah, we'll pay for you. So just give you a few seconds, inshallah. Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, if there are any questions.
Yes. That's right, exactly.
So you will know that you will reach the light. But you have to slow down your head. Very much.
Now I've got a way to go.
And you meet him.
Yeah.